evening, everyone. I'm Mike Mittman. Joining me in the ring in just a moment, my colleague, my cohort, my co-announcer, the Hall of Fame heavyweight champion, Larry Holmes. But we've got another heavyweight champion with me in the ring right now. The man who pulled off one of boxing's all-time biggest upsets. The man that knocked out Iron Mike Tyson to win the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, James Buster Douglas. Buster, great to have you here at the Steel Stacks, and of course you must relive that great night, some great memories. I'm sure people talk to you about that great upset with Mike Tyson just about every day.
Yes, it was a great moment in my boxing career. I always will treasure it.
All right, let's talk about what you're doing now. You're being back in the sport. No, not fighting, but he's back in the sport, and you're involved training, using your knowledge to train some of the up-and-coming young fighters back in Ohio.
Yes, I'm involved in bringing up a couple of nice heavyweights. Matter of fact, we just had a heavyweight fight last weekend. Jason Bergman. I'd like to congratulate Jason on a tremendous win last Saturday night. But again, I'm just working with some fighters, just lending my support, just to keep the sport alive.
Does it feel good for you to be back playing a role in the sport of boxing?
Yeah, I like it on this end. This is nice too. I'm giving them support, and teaching them, sharing some knowledge with them, and hopefully that it'll just take them to the next level.
And of course, for all of our fans watching around the Philadelphia area, you and I were reminiscing before tonight's fight card. I remember watching your dad coming up. Billy Dynamite Douglas had some of the greatest fights in the middleweight division in Philadelphia. Those were some great middleweight fights in those days.
Oh, definitely. My father was my inspiration. He was a tough fighter, and he taught me all that I know today.
Got to ask you this question. I'm sure you've been asked this a million times. Did you ever believe that there was no way that you would lose to Mike Tyson? You were so, as you call it, in the zone. You were so focused that evening that in your mind you thought there was no way that you could lose to Mike Tyson.
Well, I trained very hard, and I was prepared for the fight, and I believed in my abilities, and I come deep-rooted in boxing. My father was a great contender in the middleweight and light heavyweight division, and he taught me well. He brought me up well, and I just put it together that night, and it came out victorious.
All right, and again, congratulations to you, and good luck with all the work that you're doing with the young fighters. And who knows, maybe we'll have another heavyweight champion of the world from Ohio.
That's right, from Columbus, Ohio. Go Bucks!
All right, go Bucks. You heard him. The former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, James Buster Douglas. I'll be right back with the Hall of Fame champion, Larry Holmes, to call all the action live on TV2 Sports. It's Fight Night at the Steel Stacks.
Fight fans, we welcome you to Fight Night at Steel Stacks, a Jay Newman production. These bouts are sanctioned and approved by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. Commissioner, the Honorable Charles Chuck Bednarik. Executive Director, Mr. Greg Serb. The judges in attendance this evening, Bernard Bruni, John Castellani, David Greer. The man in charge of the action when the bell rings, Mr. Gary Rosado. The timekeeper at the bell and counting for the knockdowns, Fred Bloomstein. The physician at ringside, Dr. Mark Urich. Ladies and gentlemen, these bouts are brought to you by Boyle Construction, Inc., Bennett Automotive Group, American Printing Unlimited, Service Electric Cable TV, and Contrail Aircraft Charters, Incorporated. This first bout is scheduled for 4 rounds. Introducing in the corner to my left, the red corner, wearing the all-black trunks. He weighed in at 166 pounds. From Wilson, North Carolina, please welcome Charles Parker. His opponent across the ring, he'll be in the blue corner. Weighing in tonight at 169 pounds, he hails from Baltimore, Maryland, Jeremy Trussell.
And there is Jeremy Trussell making his way into the ring. Mike Mittman ringside, being joined by my partner, the Hall of Fame heavyweight champion of the world, Larry Holmes. And the champ, a great night of fights right here at the Steel Stacks. Fight night number 2, a packed crowd and a great place. Let's just look at the Yingling sign in the background.
Yeah, they got a good deal here. I mean, people look like they're excited. And I just want to see if they can stay excited.
Well, we've got some good bouts scheduled. And now we look at the super middleweight division. That is Charles Parker on the left of your screen. Excuse me, on the right of your screen in the red corner. In the blue corner is Jeremy Trussell.
Protect yourselves at all times. Most importantly, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, bang at the bell. Do it up.
And the referee, Gary Rosado, ready to give the bell sounding there for round number 1. A very lanky fighter, Charles Parker. You would have to think, champ, a lot of target to hit.
Well, I tell you what, you know, he's looking awkward and he's just throwing punches. He's not really learned the trades yet. He's just out there. And Jeremy looked like he got some style because his hands is up and his head's down, and he's not just throwing punches. This guy here is just throwing punches.
Well, Jeremy Trussell undefeated in 3 bouts. And I like the way he was throwing some good shots to the midsection, and being that there is a long midsection to hit, that would, you know, be where you want to put your money shots.
Yeah, Jeremy it says 3-1, but it looked like he learned something about fighting.
And a good left to the midsection by Jeremy Trussell.
I think Jeremy's going to get this guy here because I tell you what, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's taking the jab, he's trying to throw that right hand up over, and he's working to the body. Left hook was blocked to the side.
And Trussell's doing a good job, champ, at cutting the ring off of Parker, not giving him any room to maneuver.
He's not giving him any room, and he's banging on the boxing. He's banging on the body a little bit, and that's what it's going to get him out of there. No body shots, because he ain't going to be able to take them. And the punches that he's throwing, he still look like he should have stayed amateur. But I got to say these guys are amateur because it's just turning pro with just that limited amount of fights.
And that right
hand, they
hand,
don't know too much about the fight.
That right hand that landed. These are beginning pros. Oh! Down goes Charles Parker.
He's not going to get up, Mike, because he don't want to get up. I mean, because he don't have a fight in him. These guys are not really matching, and surprised that he got up. But he'll be down again in a second.
And you know that Trussell's going to put the pressure on Charles Parker. And Parker got in a right hand. Not enough behind it to keep Trussell at bay. And that uppercut in close. And that left. And it drops Charlie Parker for the second time here in round number 1.
And the thing about it, this guy, you know, he's not ready for pro fights. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed. I was better than that in my first pro fight.
Well, you had an extensive amateur career.
Well, 22 amateurs.
Including the Olympic trials. Let's take a look at that first flurry.
See, you can tell the style that looked like it was blocked. Let me see. That one landed right there. That left hook landed right there on the chin. There's an. Yes, listen.
Bang.
That was a good shot there. And I knew it was just a matter of time when he landed a good shot, he would go because this guy was a little awkward and whatever. He was just trying to put on a good show. He was trying to do his best, but his best was not good enough tonight.
No, he was no match for the strength and the style of Jeremy Trussell. All right, I think we're ready for the official time of that stoppage. Let's go to center ring here, Steve Mittman.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 3 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 1 by KO. And now with a record of 4 wins and no losses, Jeremy Trussell.
All right, there is your winner by KO. Jeremy Trussell, undefeated now with a perfect record of 4-0. We'll be right back with more of Fight Night at Steel Stacks.